Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by today. Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer is Elysian Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. And this is brewed by Elysian Brewing, and they're out of Seattle, Washington. This was sent to me by Nate in a massive beer mail package that he sent. And he had a little note on the back of this one that this is his go-to fall beer. Not had this beer before. A lot of people really like this beer. From what I've seen and read and heard, it seems to be very popular among the pumpkin beer drinkers. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So we'll see what this one brings. Commercial description here says ale brewed with pumpkin and pumpkin seeds and fermented with spices. Our original pumpkin ale is brewed with over 7 pounds of pumpkin per barrel and is spiced and conditioning with nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. This is a 5.9%er. And we also have another description here from Beer Advocate says brewed with 150 pounds of pumpkin in each batch, made with pale, Munich, and crystal malts, green and roasted pumpkin seeds, pumpkin in the mash, boil, and fermenter, bittered with horizon hop spiced and conditioning with nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, and ginger, and allspice. So almost a 6%er here, guys. And like all pumpkin beers, it's not a recognized style by the beer judges category guidelines. It's a dessert type beer, and they say the meat is poultry. You can have this with just about anything. If you like drinking this style beer with chicken or turkey or stuff off the grill or whatever. I mean, whatever you like to drink with your meal, do it. And it's not recommended for extended cellaring, being a 6%er. I have cellared these, and I know other guys that cellar some of these beers, but I like to drink them fresh. I really do. I like to do these like my hoppy beers. I like to drink them fresh, get them fresh, and drink them fresh. And speaking of fresh, right underneath it says 12 fluid ounces. It says 211440. So I don't know if that's a batch number or what that is, and that is the only dating that I see so far, but we'll take a closer look, see if there's anything digitized on the bottom when we come back. But it is the only code that I see stamped on there. So I don't have any, maybe it's just the 211th day of 2014, and then 460 may be a timestamp or whatever, I don't know. So this may be very similar to the one we did yesterday, the one from Catawba Valley, and it had 21114, and this has 21114 460 on it. So maybe these two were put in the can and the bottle on exactly the same day. What do you think the chances are of that? Could be. Never know. Very nice owl on the front of this. I think they've changed the picture on this because the picture that's shown on Rate Beer is different than what's on the front of this bottle. So I don't have an IBU listed for this beer, so I don't think we need to talk about anything else. So let's see how this pumpkin beer is. Very nice cap. Got some fall leaves. And maybe even a couple of little nuts on there, maybe acorns or something. It could be hop cones. I mean, it's all in brown, so very nice. I'll have to try to save this cap and put it on the fridge downstairs. Nice little hiss out of there. Got a new batch of these coming in. And almost getting down to the nitty gritty on the t-shirts. Probably have to reorder some of them. So as soon as they both get in, t-shirts and the openers, I'll do a video, guys. Into the glass we go. And let's see if we generate a little bit of head on this one. We're using the pint glass today, guys. A lot of these pumpkin beers, I mean, you're going to get the same smell. They use the same spices: nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, and some of them use real pumpkin and some of them do not. Alright, over into the light. It's pretty much like yesterday's beer. It's about the same color, very orangey, pumpkin-y in color. I can see light through it, but I cannot see the bulb. So it's semi-cloudy, not perfectly clear. We got about a half finger of head on that aggressive pour, so let's get a nose on this one. This one did come from Nate, like I said. Nate, thank you, sir. I do appreciate you sending that massive beer mail package. Never have got that many beers on one box before, so very appreciative, sir. You the man. Wow. Very pleasant nose. Well, not only is there pumpkin smell in this, and of course your typical spices, I'm getting a little bit of the graham cracker crust to go with that pie. Wow, this has got an awesome smell to it. Now, I've done a graham cracker porter, and I've done a bunch of pumpkin beers, but I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin beer that had the pumpkin and the graham cracker in the same thing, in the same glass. Wow, that smells awesome. Well, if it tastes as good as the smell, Nate, I can understand why this is your go-to beer, guy. My mouth's watering. Let's taste it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nate. That is very, very nice. Wow. I can see why you like this, Nate. This is very, 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 very pleasant. Not only do you have the pumpkin and the spices, you got the crust to go with it. It's like the total package. The entire pie slice in the glass. The pumpkin and the crust in the glass. Wow. That's awesome. That may be my favorite pumpkin beer so far this year, guys. Especially not being an imperial or monster beer. If you get where I'm going with this, a lot of the imperials have a lot more taste than your 7% and lower ABV beers. And this one, being a 5.9, is just just barely reaching, almost not quite to the 6. A lot of taste in this beer. All your pumpkin pie spices, along with the crust, the graham cracker crust to go with it. Wow. Very pleasant. Just the right spices. Nothing is overpowering anything else. Everything is working so well together. Very nice. Let's let her taste this one and see what she thinks of it. I like this one a lot. I'll be right back when we do the final chug and grade on this one. Sip on this one for just a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. This has got an awesome smell. I mean, not only are you getting the pumpkin pie, you're getting the crust to go along with it. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Final chug. A lot of spices in here. Plus I'm getting a little bit of the graham cracker crust to go along with this. Wow. This is very nice. Uh, Guys, I cannot get these beers. Nate sent this to me. This is they're out of Seattle, Washington. They don't come to Virginia, and if they did, they probably wouldn't come to these parts in Southwest Virginia. A lot of beers will go to Richmond or around D.C. area, but they don't make it quite down here this far. But anyway, getting back to this beer. Guys, I'm on the fence between an 8 and a 9. It's definitely an A beer as far as I'm concerned. If I had an 8.5, that's probably where I would put it. I would like a more legible date instead of some kind of code that they've done on this bottle. But still, it's a pretty tasty beer. It's I can see why Nate. This is his go-to fall beer, as he's written to me. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the 8. If it had had something stamped on the bottle, and I told you I was going to look again, and there is nothing, then the only thing is right here underneath the 12 ounces, it's got that 21114460. I like something a little different than that. They've attempted something there, but unless you can decipher what they're trying to say there, or if you go to their website, it may say how to read their codes. I did not. But it's definitely an A beer, guys. It's definitely worth picking up and giving it a try if you're into the pumpkin beers and you can get this beer in your area. Very tasty. I see why you like it, Nate. I liked it too. It's very tasty. It's got the pumpkin pie and the crust all in the glass together. So, very nice. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 88 in the very good range. I think it's a tad better than an 88. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 92 and 97 in the style. So big numbers from those guys over there. And like I said, if I was putting a numeric rating on it right now, it would be somewhere between a 92 and a 95, somewhere in that area. It's very, very nice beer. Very tasty. One of the better ones this year that I've tried that I haven't had before. So I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. So thanks again, Nate. I do appreciate it, sir. And if you've had this one, guys, give me some comments back on this one, whether you've liked it or didn't like it. I did like it. So let's go see what we can dig out of that fridge tomorrow. See you then.